Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines for Living.
They are larger than ducks but smaller than swans. Birdwatchers have identified more than 130 varieties of them. Geese, however, which mate for life, have almost human characteristics in the way they relate to each other and protect each other. Flying almost as high as a Boeing 747, migrating geese can rise to an altitude of 29,000 feet or 12,000 meters. A friend of Guidelines sent me the following information under the heading Lessons from Geese. These facts about geese and the lessons we can learn from them are much too good to put in a file. Fact number 1. As a goose flaps its wings, it creates an uplift for the birds that follow. By flying in a V formation, the whole flock adds 71% greater flying range than if each bird flew alone. Think of that, an increased flight distance of up to 71%. What's the obvious lesson? Nobody gets where they are without teachers, parents, and mentors. Jesus taught that the discipling, the training of others, is life's greatest task, not simply climbing the greasy pole of success to get ahead of the next guy. Working together instead of working against each other allows geese and their human counterparts to go much farther and to soar higher. Fact number 2. When a goose falls out of formation, it suddenly feels the drag and resistance of flying alone. When that happens, a goose quickly moves back into formation to take advantage of the lifting power of the bird immediately in front of it. What's the obvious lesson? There's no room for independence in life or in a family. We're all dependent on each other, and by recognizing that and respecting the interdependent relationship, you go further, faster, and easier and accomplish more than trying to go the distance alone. Fact number 3. When the lead goose tires, it rotates back into the formation and another goose flies to the point position. Smart? Much smarter than their human counterparts, whose egos are so huge that they refuse to let another provide leadership. Surveys indicate that involvement in church offices is counterproductive to spiritual growth in the majority of people. Why? It's simple. 90% of the work in any church is done by 10% of the people. So after a while, they are burned out, ready to quit, and often drop out entirely. Fact number 4. Geese flying in formation honk to encourage those up front to keep up their speed. Just how researchers know this isn't quite certain. I'm not sure whether they are encouraging or blowing their horns to get them moving, but I never cease to watch geese in flight and listen to their distinctive honking and marvel at their grace and symmetry. I do know one thing. Encouraging each other is so important when it comes to increasing production and a sense of well-being. Whether it is your child, an employee, or a friend, encouragement can make the difference between success and failure. Fact number 5. When a goose gets sick, wounded, or shot down, 2 geese drop out of formation and follow it down to help and protect it. They stay with it until it dies or is able to fly again. Fact number 6. Geese mate for life in a powerful bonding which defies understanding. Who said that animals and birds are dumb?
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines for Living. If you'd like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our devotional, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.